Have you ever wondered, could small signs like blurry vision or ringing in the ears be warning you of something more serious? Today, we'll hear the story of Harold, a 72-year-old man who thought it was all just part of getting older, until the truth slowly came to light.
Hello, doctor. My name is Harold. I'm 72 years old. I live in a small town in Missouri with my wife Marlene and our old dog Buster. Every morning I wake up at 6, make myself a mild cup of coffee, and sit on the old wooden chair out on the porch to read the paper. I've always thought of myself as healthy. I go for walks every morning. I never forget my blood pressure meds, and I visit my family doctor once a month. But for the past 2 weeks, something hasn't felt quite right. One morning, while reading the paper, everything in front of me suddenly went blurry. Not the kind of blurry you get when you forget your glasses, but more like there was a thin fog covering everything. I kept rubbing my eyes, thinking it was just dust. But the more I rubbed, the more my eyes ached. Then, on another day, while having breakfast, my right ear started ringing, like a soft buzzing, almost like a bee was flying inside it. At first, I thought the dishwasher was on, but the kitchen was completely quiet. That sound lasted more than 5 minutes. It was really uncomfortable, like something was vibrating inside my ear. I told my wife. She said I should see an ENT doctor, but deep down I couldn't help but wonder, could this be caused by high blood pressure? Are blurry vision and ringing in the ears connected to my hypertension? Or is this a sign of something more serious happening inside me that I just don't know about? I'm not having headaches. I'm not dizzy. But this feeling, it's unsettling. I really want to know, can high blood pressure cause blurry vision or ringing in the ears? And if so, is it dangerous, doctor?
Hello, Mr. Harold. First of all, thank you for sharing your experience so openly and carefully. What you described, that sudden blurriness in your vision and the soft buzzing in your ear, is actually not uncommon in older adults being treated for high blood pressure. It should not be taken lightly. To explain this in the simplest way, we need to look at how blood pressure actually works in the body. 1. What is blood pressure, and how does it affect the eyes and ears? Blood pressure, simply put, is the force of blood pushing against the walls of your arteries as your heart pumps blood throughout the body. When your blood pressure stays too high for too long, it puts extra strain on small blood vessels, especially in sensitive areas like the eyes, ears, and brain. And here's what's important. The eyes and the inner ear are delicate systems filled with tiny, fragile blood vessels. Even slight changes in pressure can affect how they function, sometimes causing vision disturbances or that ringing sensation in the ear. 2. Blurry vision. When the retina's blood vessels are crying for help. Inside our eyes is a layer of tissue called the retina. It captures light and sends signals to the brain to create images. The retina is nourished by a network of tiny, delicate blood vessels. When blood pressure remains high over time, these vessels can become compressed or constricted, reducing blood flow to the retina, start leaking, causing blood or fluid to seep into the retina, which blurs your vision. In more serious cases, cause optic disc swelling, called papilledema. Swelling at the point where the optic nerve enters the eye, the result. Sudden blurry vision, like looking through a mist or fog, sometimes with mild eye discomfort, just like Mr. Harold described. 3. Ringing in the ears, when inner ear circulation is disrupted. The inner ear helps us hear and maintain balance, and it too depends on a network of tiny blood vessels. When blood pressure rises, these vessels can spasm or dilate irregularly, causing a sense of pressure or fullness in the ear. Irregular blood flow can create that buzzing or humming sound, like a bee in the ear. Elevated blood pressure can also stimulate the auditory nerves, triggering temporary tinnitus, ringing. 4. It's not just old age. Many people assume, well, I'm getting older. Blurry vision or ringing ears must be normal. But in reality, symptoms like these can be early warning signs of high blood pressure complications, not just natural aging. And what's even more important, if we ignore these signs, as you'll see in the next section, they could be early alarms for something far more serious. Dear Mr. Harold, if symptoms like blurry vision or ringing in the ears happen just once and disappear quickly, we may not need to worry right away. But if they keep coming back, especially while you're already being treated for high blood pressure, then these are no longer minor issues. They are early warning signs of possible internal complications that shouldn't be ignored. 1. Blurry vision may be the first sign of hypertensive retinopathy. If high blood pressure continues over time without proper control, the tiny vessels in the eyes may suffer permanent damage, with vessel walls becoming stiff and losing flexibility, be blocked, preventing blood from reaching the retina, leading to retinal tissue oxygen deprivation. In severe cases, result in retinal hemorrhage, optic disc swelling, or even sudden vision loss. Some people only discover the issue after their vision becomes significantly blurred or impaired, unaware that the damage was caused by high blood pressure. And sadly, many of these eye complications are irreversible by the time they're detected. 2. Ringing in the ears isn't just annoying. It can lead to permanent hearing loss. When the blood vessels that supply the inner ear are affected by long-term high blood pressure, it can lead to reduced blood flow to the auditory nerve cells. These cells are extremely sensitive. Even a short period of low oxygen can damage or kill them. The result, progressive hearing loss, especially at high or low frequencies. In some cases, this can lead to permanent hearing loss, often mistaken as a normal part of aging, when in fact it's a complication of uncontrolled blood pressure. If ringing in the ears lasts more than 5 minutes or happens multiple times a day, it should be considered a serious symptom, not something to wait and see. 3. Blurry vision and ringing ears can also be warning signs of a coming stroke. This is crucial. When blood pressure rises too high, it can cause blood to rush to the brain excessively, leading to mild brain swelling or pressure on blood vessels in the brain. Early signs can include blurred vision, visual disturbances, ringing in the ears, dizziness, numbness on one side of the body. If these signals are ignored, a stroke can strike suddenly, often leaving behind serious consequences like paralysis, loss of speech, or even death. 4. In short, don't let small symptoms turn into a big emergency. Sometimes it takes just one moment of underestimating a symptom, thinking it's just a bit blurry or the ringing will go away, to miss a golden window for early intervention. High blood pressure doesn't usually hurt, so when your eyes and ears start to speak up, it may be the only way your body is asking for help. Please don't let these signs slip by in silence. Dear Mr. Harold, the good news is symptoms like blurry vision or ringing in the ears can be managed and even prevented if we act at the right time and in the right way. Here are a few practical steps that you and anyone watching can start taking today. 1. Record when the symptoms happen. Keep a small notebook or use your phone to jot down: when did the blurry vision begin? Morning, after a meal, when bending down, after physical activity. How long did the ringing last? Did it come with dizziness or nausea? What was your blood pressure reading at that time? This log not only helps your doctor better understand what's happening, but it can also reveal patterns between your symptoms and your blood pressure. 2. Measure blood pressure regularly and at the right times. It's not enough to check just once every morning. If you experience symptoms like blurry vision or ringing in the ears, be sure to check your blood pressure right at that moment. Write down the exact readings, both systolic, top number, and diastolic, bottom number, in your BP journal. If your blood pressure exceeds 180/120 mmHg and you're experiencing symptoms, call a doctor immediately or go to the nearest clinic. 3. Small lifestyle changes can make a big difference. Many people think improving blood pressure requires major changes, but in reality, just a few small, consistent steps each day can make a real impact. Reduce salt in meals. Avoid over-seasoning. Limit processed and canned foods. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can first lower BP, then trigger a rebound spike. Take a light walk for 20 to 30 minutes a day. It boosts circulation and stabilizes blood pressure. Reduce long-term stress and get enough sleep. Emotional strain can cause blood pressure to fluctuate unpredictably. 4. When to see a specialist. If your vision frequently becomes blurry or you feel like part of your sight is missing, see an eye doctor who specializes in the retina. If the ringing in your ears is frequent or lasts several minutes each time, consult an ENT specialist or an audiologist to check for inner ear issues. Most importantly, if these symptoms are accompanied by a severe headache, numbness on one side, or slurred speech, call emergency services right away, as these may be early signs of a stroke. 5. Don't be afraid to ask. Your doctor is here to help. One simple question could save your vision. One timely checkup could preserve your hearing. Many people hesitate to see a doctor, worrying they'll be a bother. But in truth, being cautious is the smartest way to protect your health at this age. Quick recap. 3. Key actions to take. Record symptoms, timing, and blood pressure readings. Monitor more frequently when something feels off. Reach out to your doctor promptly. If blurry vision or ringing worsens or becomes frequent. Thank you, Mr. Harold. And thank you to all of you for staying with us until the very last minute of today's video. If you've ever experienced moments like your vision suddenly becoming blurry, even though you're wearing your glasses, or a soft buzzing sound in your ears on a perfectly quiet morning, please know you are not alone. We'd truly love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced symptoms like these? Do you have any small tips that help you feel more at ease when your blood pressure rises? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. We read every message, and sometimes we reply even faster than That buzzing sound disappears from your ear without a trace. Gentle smile. If you found today's video helpful, we warmly invite you to click subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Each week, we bring you calm, easy to understand, and meaningful insights to help you care for your heart, your vision, and your hearing. Until next time, wishing you a peaceful day and wonderfully steady blood pressure.